Yo, welcome back. Today for One Piece chapter 1190, titled One Whose Death is Celebrated. Now that could be about Emu, but it also probably is about Joy Boy. Welcome back after the 2 week break. Again, I'm taking it slow. I'm enjoying the vacation. We're gonna be back with the anime soon. I'm seeing some crazy stuff with Loki being animated, so hopefully I catch up to that soon enough. But today we're getting into the manga, as usual. What do we have today for the cover request by Koedo-kun? Cats gather around Shanks as he grills fish for breakfast in a port town. So obviously it's Windmill Village, right? I don't know why Oda's not specifying that's Windmill Village, but that's fine. We got Shanks and a young Luffy with some cats around a grill. Super cute Shanks, still with the straw hat on, obviously, so this is within the Luffy flashback. Just some fun, but we're not here for that. We're here for that Emu content, insane stuff with the weapons of the original 19 Kings. I've been seeing a lot about that. It's fantastic. I love it. And then also, I think Morge in his latest video talked about, or was it King of Lightning? Someone talked about how the eyes in the Omen ring could be the souls of the kings. Now, I really like that. I think it might have been King of Lightning. We see it right here. So obviously it ended with Scopper, which I mean, soon enough, rest in peace, I'm sure. But our boy Scopper came in to protect Luffy. That's how we ended last chapter. Scopper Gabon to the rescue. I mean, Emu's massive, dude. Emu unfazed, Scopper with the smile. You know, maybe he's not a D, but he's inheriting that will of D from Roger. We got Luffy completely butchered. I mean, goddamn, dude. So let's go. So basically the attack went through, cuts up the tree, does not cut Luffy, though he's perfectly on that little piece, and it falls down. Ugh! I guess it shakes enough that the swords come out. Emu's breathing, bro. He's huffing and puffing. You know, this is still, we have to remember, when he spawned in Elbaf, he was coughing up blood. So, which is crazy to think that Emu might be nerfed right now, right? Scopper twirling his axes. We see the swords have come out of the wood, so Luffy is free now. Scopper with the fast feet, with the Soru, right? God, I haven't thought about the word Soru in a long time. What a hideous form. You don't even seem to be of this world. Oh, he's like hooked onto onto a branch up in the tree. Who art thou? Someone who understands the world. Let's see, go. I wonder how much Emu knows about Roger's crew, considering they don't recognize Scopper, you know? Do they just know that, like, Roger was the king of the pirates and then he got to the One Piece? Scopper walking up to Luffy. Ah! Hey! Get up, Straw Hat Luffy. It hurts! You're a disappointment. An injured old man just had to save your ass. Don't you have any shame? Damn. Scopper saying Luffy's a disappointment while bro is in full gear 5. Isn't that crazy? While he's like showing off that he's the inheritor of Joy Boy. So you have a shiny white form and he became an emperor. So, you have a shiny white form and became an emperor? Ah! Big deal. Don't get cocky. It hurts. Old man, let go. Imu's like, damn. This is the kind of a pep talk that I should be given? This bro's manhandling Joy Boy the way I want to in my dreams. What are you doing? Do you want to die here? Yeah. I'm not gonna die. Let me go. You may as well. You're pathetic. You know what will happen if you croak now. Oh, oh. Boy. Do you know what's gonna happen? I'm wearing that. I'm wearing the Luffy fit in white. We're representing. We're repping Gear 5. Come on, Luffy. Come on, you can do it, buddy. Oh, that's a crazy pain of Luffy's face right there. Like the close to passing out, just like. Do you know what will happen if you croak now? I mean, one, Elbaf's going down. Two, the world's getting flooded because we don't have a Joy Boy anymore. You know? Rayleigh and Scopper can't uphold the prophecy by themselves. I like this. I like Scopper being the hard ass. Like Rayleigh's got that love in his heart. You know, he's a gentle teacher. Although like he wasn't fully gentle. But this isn't the same as Rayleigh. This is hard love. Do you know what will happen if you croak now? I won't be able to save my friends home. That's right. And what will happen to your crew? They'd be in danger. Right. Remember, when you rise up in this sea, the number of enemies targeting you only increases. The King of the Pirates is a title reserved for one who's... so that's... Damn, I was talking Emu Joy Boy. I was talking the past. Bro, the title is... The King of the Pirates is a title reserved for one whose death is celebrated. Because everyone's gunning for their throne. Shit. The King of the Pirates is a title reserved for one whose death is celebrated. That's hard, bro. That's a crazy line from Scopper. And he's seen that, you know, like, he loved Roger. He loved him, just like Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Usopp, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Jinbei love Luffy. But when Luffy dies, as King of the Pirates, his death will be celebrated. I mean, I hope not. I hope people realize that is like, you know, he's Joy Boy. There's more to it. I'm sure, you know, just like Odin did not celebrate Roger's death. The people who knew Roger didn't celebrate his death. But it's the randos, it's the NPCs, it's everyone else who's afraid, who puts fear into the title of King of the Pirates. Those are the people who are celebrating. If any part of you still thinks becoming King of the Pirates is going to be a stroll in the park, then go home now. It hurts, damn it. If you're not cut out for this, you're just in the way, you stupid brat. Damn. He says there's and I like this. I like this because there was a Morge video talking about the greatest arcs in One Piece are not only the ones where Luffy's beaten down, but the ones where he's beaten down so bad he has to rethink his caliber. And we haven't had an arc like that in post-time skip. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's why I hold Sabaody as my number one. It's right there for a reason. We got the 2 volumes. You know why? It's because that moment hits. It's because that moment hits, dude. And then obviously there's post. But it's the moment of bro realizing he can't save his crew. And I love the point that it was the moments he felt that in were when Aokiji attacked in Long Ring Long Land, when Kizaru attacked in Sabaody, and then when Akainu killed Ace in Marineford. The admirals are checkpoints of Luffy's suffering, and now we have not only the admirals, but we have the world government, we have their big boss, Emu, putting Luffy through that same thing. I kind of hope, like obviously you can't do it too much. Within all of One Piece, within the 30 years of One Piece, we've only had it now 4 times. And the Aokiji one, arguably, like, bro, let him go easy. You know, that was not suffering. Kizaru, Luffy also got off easy. You know, no one was killed. They were saved by Kuma. But they could have been. They could have been killed by Aokiji too, but he also let him go by his own hand. If the Straw Hats were there with Akainu, oh, they're getting wiped. Oh, bro, he killed, like, I mean, he was going for Luffy. Ace just put himself in the way, let's be clear about that. But, like, if the Straw Hats were there, and he wanted to really hurt Luffy, bro would be wiping Usopp in an instant. You know, so that's, again, Luffy's lucky that the Straw Hats aren't there. This is different. The Straw Hats are in Elbaf. If Emu really knew how to hurt Luffy, he'd be going for the Straw Hats right now. And there might be a moment like that, and I hope Loki protects them. Because that's the difference here. Is that Emu is not only relentless, but he will go for your weak spots. He will kill anyone he does not care. So Scopper saying this right now. Saying, like, get your shit together. And here's the other thing I wanted to say. Luffy in this arc, and in arcs before, but since he got Gear 5, who is Joy Boy? I'm Luffy. I'm king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Who's Joy Boy? I don't know what Joy Boy. He's already inherited the powers, but now he has to inherit the will. He has the will of D already, but he has to feel that will of D. He has to really feel the inheritance of the will of Joy Boy and his crew to defeat the current king of the world, Emu. Because he is not a good king. Basically, just like a lot of One Piece arcs, Wapol, not a good king. Obviously, Cobra was usurped by Crocodile. Doflamingo, not a good king. This is not a good king. We gotta take him down. But the only way to do that is to not be cocky. You can't be saying, I'm Luffy, I'm great, blah, blah, blah. You are the inheritor of Joy Boy's will. You need to realize what that means. And Scopper's, he's making Luffy realize, like, what about your crew? What about blah, blah, blah? But, like, there's more than that, you know? It's the world. It's the system that Luffy's going against. Ultimately. So, if he doesn't appreciate that and inherit that, he's just a stupid brat who's in the way. Ah, that hurt! Damn, dude, Emu is looking at this like, this is my rival? This is the man that inherited Joy Boy's will? Ah, damn old fart. Keeps running his mouth. I'll show him. Damn. Luffy, you should know better, bro. I know you got respect for Rayleigh because he's your teacher, but this is like same thing. And then Scopper just goes back in. Ooh. Not him with the, oh god, it's like a Toriko with the forks. Or like Sasuke's thing. He's got the, like, visual in the back. Praying Mantis Axe! Praying Mantis Plum! Reference to parable in Zhuangzi about a praying mantis attempting to stop an emperor's carriage. Okay. Is this a jest? Emu's like, you're joking, right? Like, you're trying to... He's barely using hockey right now. Emu. He's just twirling his staff. He's like, bah. Is this a joke? Is this a jest? You want to kill him, don't you? Indeed. So he's like, I'm not going to let you. Luffy's down, bro. He really reminds you of him, doesn't he? Joy Boy. Yo, don't be triggering now, Scopper. Scopper, you got to give Luffy more time to get up. Because if you die right now, yo, Luffy's fucked too. Which it shouldn't be on you. Let's be clear. It shouldn't be on Scopper for Luffy to be alive. Who art thou? What dost thou know of Mu? Onebami Toshiro. Bone Eater. Forged by one of the big three of Japanese swordsmith. If there is a TCB note at the end of this, I'm going to try to remember to read that and to read the one from last chapter because I didn't. What dost thou know? Ugh. So we got a little like shadow snakes coming out, which to me is also giving like soul of the king whose sword this was, right? I learned from Joy Boy's own words. But don't get me wrong, I have no intention of chasing after a person from the past that I've never seen nor met. I just want to see my captain's dream through till the end. What's Roger's dream? To bring upon the generation that will actually take down Emu and fulfill Joy Boy's words? So it's of course the laugh tale, the tale of Joy Boy. Captain! Stupid old man, looking down on me. Come on, heal, even if it's just for a bit. Damn, oh dude. I feel Luffy's gonna... I feel like Luffy's going to be using some of his life force, some of his remaining life force to just temporarily heal himself, which isn't good either. That's like some forced Ivankov hormone type shit. Even if it's just for a bit. Who is this captain? The king of the pirates. Gold D. Roger. Ugh. Oh, don't tell me we get Emu's point of view when Roger found the One Piece, dude. This is distasteful! Why is a D being called King of the Pirates? Do not let his name spread any further. Goro say, as you command. Why is a D being called King of the Pirates? Crazy. Because it's like Emu's like, yo, I'm king of the world. Don't tell me a D is also becoming a king. That's bullshit. That's right. The one who ushered in this golden age of piracy. And why would his former crewmate protect Straw Hat Luffy? That's so funny. Emu doesn't know shit. I thought Emu would be tapped in. Emu doesn't know shit. Why you got them posters up then? You got Vivi, Blackbeard, Shirahoshi, and Luffy in your bedroom, brother, in your flower room. You got them just because they're D's? You don't know shit about Straw Hat Luffy? You don't know he trained under Rayleigh? I feel like you should know that. And why would his former crewmate protect Straw Hat Luffy? Because you're trying so hard to get rid of him. Doesn't that explanation seem the most obvious? When you declared a kid like that a threat, eventually, someone that can surpass us will be born. We were just too early. I don't know what this drawing of Roger is. Bro does not look like Roger here. His nose is way too small. Something's off here, Oda. You changed Roger's physiology a bit. Oh man. Oh man. Ooh, I'm loving this. Which obviously we've heard Roger say this. Someone eventually will surpass him. Or that will surpass us, will be born. That's interesting. Eventually someone that can surpass us will be born. We were just too early. I'm pretty sure we've heard those words. The too early thing for sure. And now, obviously he was kind of intending for Ace to be that. His son. But at the same time, I think the words that Shanks heard of Luffy saying he's going to make a crew that surpasses them, which Shanks may be seeing his crew at the level of Roger, maybe that's what he wanted. He wanted that motivation from Luffy, right? And we got an old Scopper, an old Rayleigh, and an old Crocus. The remnants of the Roger pirates who are still alive. Rayleigh's a beast, dude. You may as well have announced that he is the one we've been waiting for. And we got Shanks, and we got Odin. Well, obviously, rest in peace. Bro with the, older Odin and an older Whitebeard. Whitebeard was also waiting. Also knew because Roger told him. So it's the Roger pirates who were there on Laugh-Tale. Then we got Shanks, who never really found out, but probably was told by them, right? But never found out himself. And Whitebeard, who also wasn't on Laugh-Tale, but was told by Roger probably when they were having the sake at the Sakura place. And then we see Luffy. A valid point. We were hasty and foolish. Perhaps we simply mistook numerous coincidences for fate. Let us put an end to this. Puts the little, I forget what they're called, but the little omen spirit targeting Luffy. Wait. You idiot. I feel like this is going to be the panel, dude. Oh, what's about to happen? What's about to happen, dude? Because I'm seeing Scopper apologize to Adam right now. I'm not looking on the left. Sorry, Treasure Tree Adam. I don't want to devour you, but devour you. Ouch. Damn. My joints ache. This body of mine's gone and run down. That punk. I won't forgive him. Even if he is Rayleigh's friend. Okay, so Luffy remembers Scarper's, Rayleigh's friend. Oh, yes, of course, Stigmata. Stig. Kamudo! Yo. Fucking cuts the branch. The full branch of the tree. With his Conqueror's lightning, dude. Old as thou art still the Pirate King's crew. Is that what you think? Is that what Scopper said? 8,000 slash grim throng. Onbami. Bro. I mean, the font wasn't the same as Emu, so I'm saying, is that what you think fucking Scopper's saying that? Which to me is kind of crazy. Like, he's saying, oh, so you are giving us our flowers. You're saying because I'm part of Roger's crew that I actually deserve to be goated status, is what you're saying. Not him apologizing to the Atom Tree. Cutting off its branches with his... Is it with his lightning? Or is the light... Like it's looking like the lightning, the Conqueror's lightning cut the branches. But also I love this. I love this, like, he's like, I haven't done my Conqueror shit in a long time. My joints ache. This body of mine's run down. Kamudo, 8,000 slash grim throng. But then Honabe, I mean, it looks like it got him in the shoulder. He slashed him in the shoulder. Onbami with the sword. Obviously, Emu also dual wielding. Is that what you think? I could say the same to you, you know. Oh, old as thou art. That's funny. You're still Emu. You're still the king of the world. I mean, shit, Emu's also coughing up blood, you know? Blood going down his eye. Thought the branch falling into the realm of the dead, bro. Ooh. Look how massive that is. Like, I feel like the proportions that Oda drew right here with Emu standing on the branch is like really making it seem smaller because Emu is bigger, of course. But like, look at the branch pieces compared to the mountain, dude. It's about to get skewered on the mountain, bro. It breaks the, crushes the mountain. Realm of the Sun. What's that? Yeah. What? Did Luffy do that? No, it was someone else. I love Usopp using his observation hockey, baby. And they're strong. Overwhelmingly strong. Huh? Oh, he cut off his fucking arm, dude. He cut off his fucking arm. He went, or no, right arm. No, left arm. Scopper on the ground. One axe down, the other axe with an arm severed. What? Old man! And we don't even get a double page spread. Chapter 1190. And no break next week. No fucking TCB notes unless I... Now this came out, apparently came out last night, which obviously I'm not going to read this at 2 a.m. But no, nothing there. Fuck, dude. Scopper with the severed arm. I mean, I don't think, obviously, that's gonna, I don't think that's gonna kill him in any way. But it's the final attack of a dual-wielding Scopper. Bro's gonna have to either go Zoro, gonna have to put one axe in his mouth and one axe in his right arm if he wants to dual-wield again, and that would be sick. Just want to think, that would be sick. But Luffy being a stuck-up little bitch because he's getting talked back to by Scopper. I don't know, Luffy. You gotta get your shit together, bro. But yeah, he's Rayleigh's friend. He knows his shit. Are you saying you're not listening to the crew of the Pirate King? Seriously, bro? I don't know, Luffy. This feels like a, like VV Democracy moment in Drum. Like, Luffy was wrong to want to use violence. And honestly, I was going back, watching the live action, finished season 2 with my girlfriend. I like the way they portrayed the Laboon stuff in the live action more than the manga, but I think it actually makes sense because in the manga, Luffy, he uses violence. He uses violence he resorts to violence to do things that he shouldn't be using violence for, which is also probably one of the reasons why he attacked Zoro in Whiskey Peak, which is fucking ridiculous. But he did that because that's what he knew how to resolve things because of his upbringing with Sabo, Ace, and Garp, and the Dawn, and obviously all those guys. So, like, that's just how he did things. But then Vivi is the one to show him, no, you can use democracy. You don't got to get angry. But now here, like, it's kind of something like that. Like, Luffy's got to rethink. Like, he's getting fucked on right now. He's got to rethink shit. And I hope, like, I feel like a death here would really make him rethink that. I mean, just seeing the amount of power that Scopper's giving off and he's getting fucked on, like, Luffy, you're nowhere close to that. You cannot cut those branches with your Conqueror's Haki. It's just not possible. Anyway, I love this spread with all the, like, legends from the past. Fucking Roger's crew, Whitebeard, Shanks. Love that. And I mean, just overall, like, fucking what a showcase of Scopper in this. We did not get something like this from Rayleigh. The most we got from Rayleigh, I mean, until recently, but the most we got from Rayleigh and Saboti was him doing the line in the sand, in the grass in Saboti. But then we got a little bit of what he could do. No, not really. With the Blackbeard stuff and Amazon Lily, that was just intimidation though. He didn't really do anything. So we haven't gotten something like this from Rayleigh. I want to see what Crocus can do too. All right, final minute. I'm just going to go back to last chapter just to read those TCB notes real quick because it's about all the weapons that Emu was spawning out. So, Longinus, the spear said to have impaled Jesus Christ during his crucifixion. Kanji, Spear of Holy Life. Love that as a fucking mythical weapon. That's sick. Gram, the sword used by Sigward, used to kill the dragon Fafnir in Norse mythology. Kanji Sword of Rage. Sick. Xingqian, a headless axe-wielding Chinese god who persists on fighting the supreme divinity even after his own decapitation. Kanji, Divine Executioner's Axe, and that's why he's like, yo, this one's fucked up. Sick. Faragorok, a magical sword of Irish mythology, sea god sword. Tohu Wabohu, the formless void which God formed the universe from in the Hebrew Bible. Sword of Disorder and Sword of the Void, beautiful. Nemesis, Sword of Heavenly Punishment. Stigma, Sword of Hatred. Muramasa, the legendary Japanese swordsmith. Fucking amazing. Great chapter, but I'll see you all next week. Peace out. Bye.